Hi and welcome to the vlog today. As I may have intimated last time, I've actually come to somewhere where I don't believe there have been any landscape photography vlogs, and I genuinely mean that, no joke. I looked on, had a quick look on YouTube, I couldn't find anything. So I'm really pleased. This seems to be a place that hasn't been vlogged yet. It's in the North Yorkshire Dales. It's a waterfall. Actually, it's 3 waterfalls, except I've got to try and find the other 2. And it's called, what is it called? I've forgotten what it's called. I think it's called Wain Wath Waterfalls, or Waterfall. It's a fantastic place here. There are loads of rocks for good foreground interest. Then you've got the main waterfall that runs across the middle of the image, if you wish so. And then in the background, you've got this rocky outcrop that runs down along the edge. It's like a ledge, a rock ledge, and it's all limestone. I think it's some sort of white rock. So that's going to give a really interesting background. Plus, you've got some nice trees dotted about as well. So it's actually a really cool place to come and shoot. Okay, so the first shot is a reasonably simple one. I've just come reasonably close to the waterfall. I'm standing on some rocks here. I've got some rocks in the water for some foreground interest, and I've got the waterfall sort of in the middle of the image with this with these rocks behind. At the moment, I've only got the polarizer on, but it's quite bright, and taking a quick snap, I'm not getting a slow enough shutter speed. It's all a little bit too fast. What I'll probably do is I'll drop the f-stop down first, just to see if that'll give me maybe half a second, which probably will be enough to do what I want to do here. And then I might play around with some ND filters, some long exposures in a bit. But first off, I'm just going to try and get this a nice, reasonably short exposure, but enough just to get the water flowing. So I've actually moved a little closer to the falls, back where I was. There's an unsightly bit of really bright white foam that had gathered around the rock that I was using for foreground interest. So I decided to move a bit closer. And actually, now I'm here, there's some fantastic patterns in the water in the foreground, where we're getting a little bit of foam on the top of the water, but because it's shielded by the rocks, it's not moving very much. So it's forming these really nice patterns, and it's just sitting there waiting to be shot. I've also put the 6-stop ND filter on because I just wanted a little bit longer exposure, and that's given me about a 2.5 second exposure, which is plenty, absolutely plenty. It's milking out the fall a bit, but it isn't going mental. And I've also put on a 0.9 soft grad just to balance out the sky, but to be honest with you, I think I'm going to change that because it's darkening it down too much. So I'll probably end up using a 0.3 soft grad, just to darken down that sky a little bit in the background. But the shots I'm getting there, really nice, really nice. This patterned foreground, making, you know, this foam in the water is making for some really lovely foreground interest. And with the polarizer on cutting through, you can see down to the rocks underneath. It's just a really nice shot. It's a shame there's not a bit more interest in the sky, but you know, what are you going to do? gone further downstream to a secondary set of falls here now. It's proving to be quite tricky to work out how to shoot these because there's some overhanging trees that are right in the way. There's some really interesting water, some little torrents here that are running by, but the problem is, again, behind me, as you can see here, there's an overhanging tree which stops you from getting these nice flows of water in. So I think what I'm going to do, I can see there's trees overhanging on both sides actually, so I'm probably going to push on into the water a little bit. It's quite slippery and I've already gone over once today, but I'm going to go for it. I'm going to push on into the water a bit and maybe use the two trees either side as a, not a frame, but a bit of balance to the falls. Unfortunately, the overhanging trees on this left-hand side are shielding the falls behind the main falls, which is a shame. So I think I'm done here. This was a fantastic place to shoot. I'm really surprised no one else has done it. I mean, I might be wrong, but I couldn't see any on YouTube anywhere. And there's still 2 more waterfalls around here, which I'm not going to actually go to. I'll put the names up on the screen for you. But yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get back in the car. I'm going to head back because the drive over was absolutely phenomenal. There was some really cool photo opportunities on the way over. So I'm going to get back in the car and I'm going to go and find those shots hopefully, and I'll see you there. Just a phenomenal drive back. The views are just spectacular. I'm not sure there's a photograph in those views there in particular. They're beautiful to look at though, fantastic. And then you've got these old, like, I don't know what that is, an old train cart is it, or something that's just been abandoned here. There's an old ruined building and you've got this rocky outcrop at the top. Just phenomenal, just great. I'm going to try and get some snaps of it, some shots of it to see what I can do. It's just amazing, it's just lovely. There's a few other bits dotted around here as well, but yeah, I'm going to go get my camera out and just see what shots I can get around here first, I think. A bit further down, I've come across this old building here. Really nice, plenty of character. You've got a lovely stream running alongside. Let's see if I can work an angle here somewhere. I think that's the plan. I'm not sure I can actually, because this fence, this wall is so high. It's probably going to obscure any type of shot that I could get from down here, unless I went across the road. I could go across the road and try and go up a bit. I'll have a look, but then I've got the sun to contend with actually, so. We might leave this one. It might be a bit tricky to take a shot of because of the height of the wall, but what a lovely place. I mean, absolutely beautiful. So nice here, so nice. Lots of other photo opportunities, but I just haven't stopped really. I've just kept going. So I think I'm gonna end the vlog here. Plenty of places to take photographs, but I need to move on really to the next place now. So I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope that you enjoyed watching me attempt to take shots of that waterfall. For me, I'm now moving on. I'm on to the Lake District for part 3 of today, so that's where you'll see me next week. where I shall hopefully be at Blea Tarn for sunset. Anyway, thanks for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking this isn't Blea Tarn, and you're also thinking this is morning and not evening.